to spend a week with me, savoring the little joys in life, finding beauty in the everyday, and welcoming life's surprises. We'll tend the garden, keep the house cozy, whip it up healthy, delicious meals, and soak in the Toronto summer on the balcony, working, reading, and writing. We'll share long, breezy dinners outdoors, early morning runs, yoga sessions, city explorations, and romantic moments both at home and in charming spots around town. By the week's end, we'll feast on a rich paella and even try the delightful and curious treat of fried milk. So pour yourself your favorite drink, settle in, and enjoy the video. Timestamps are included so you can hop through each day and see everything I cooked, explored, and loved this week. I love when Monday starts with great weather. It feels like it sets the tone for the whole week. Working from the balcony makes everything on my to-do list feel just a little lighter. I cannot describe how hot today is. I can try. It's pretty hot to the point that I'm not gonna be here outside for long. Usually on Mondays, usually on weekdays, I like to work from the balcony. I love summer. Summer is my favorite season, and I usually work from the balcony. I come here to enjoy the sunlight, but today is so hot that it's actually not a good idea to be here. So I'm just taking care of my plants. I'm gonna work from a safe place, I would say. Actually, Mondays are usually, I would say, I have a routine. If you're not new here, you know that I have a routine. I started pretty early by going to the gym, doing my workout session, and I come back, work from the balcony, and then I have to deal with the weekend aftermath because I don't do anything related to work on weekends. So on Monday mornings, I have to come here and tidy the house because usually it's a mess, especially because on Sunday nights we always bake pizza from scratch, and yeah, the result is a mess. That's what I'm trying to do here, trying to organize at least a little bit because I have a lot of things to do today. Actually, this week is gonna be a fun week for us. Oh, by the way, let me show you. Saturday, I went to buy my new running shoes. I think it's the second last one before our marathon. I always buy the same model. It's ASICS Nimbus. Actually, I was wearing this Saucony because we had this excellent deal on it. But yeah, I would say they are good running shoes, but nothing beats the ASICS shoes. So I'm coming back for them. So I'm so excited for my running tomorrow because I'm gonna wear them for the first time. And oh yeah, and actually my husband got for him too. He likes to wear the Cayano. Both are pretty good. Sometimes when I find a good deal on a Cayano, I buy a Cayano because I don't feel too much difference between Cayano and Nimbus, but if I have to pay full price, I buy the Nimbus because they are a little more comfortable for me. But let's deal with this mess. You know how it goes. After tidying up the whole house, the best thing to do is make a mess all over again, right? It was popsicle making time. You've probably seen this protein popsicle recipe here a few times. The base stays the same. For every part of yogurt, I mix in half a part of protein powder. This time I'm using 3 cups of my homemade yogurt and 1 1/3 cups of chocolate whey protein. I also add a bit of honey since my yogurt is plain. But you can always taste the mixture before freezing and adjust the sweetness with honey or maple syrup to your liking. The best part of summer is being able to work out on the balcony. The weather was perfect this afternoon, so I took my laptop outside and spent some time writing and editing a few short videos. It made the whole workday feel lighter and a little more special. Time to make dinner now, and actually dinner tonight is gonna be what would supposed to be our last Saturday night's dinner. I defrost these beautiful steaks so we could enjoy our balcony. If you're not new here, you know that I like to do that usually on weekends, so we enjoy our summer night on the balcony. And I had everything in place, but it rained. And actually I was kind of tired. It was a very hot day, and we went to this South American bar to have lunch. It was nice, but we were outside. We got tired because just for the heat itself. But anyways, I have the steaks. It's not something that I usually prepare on a weekday because I think it's too heavy. I like to prepare lighter things during weekdays, and then on weekends we indulge ourselves a little more. But anyways, it's summer. We should celebrate every day that it doesn't rain. Try to harvest a few leaves, a few greens here, because if you watched the latest vlog, actually if you watched a video that I posted about my garden, the updated on my garden, I told you that I have a hard time harvesting because I have this scarcity mindset. I'm always afraid to harvest my greens and and not having enough tomorrow. But it's time. Actually, I was, how can I say, I was paying attention to the lettuce to see if they would grow more, but I think they are at their peak. Even though they are pretty small, I don't think they are going to grow more than this because of the container. The container is small for them, so I'm gonna harvest lettuce leaves, and it's gonna be the first time that we are going to have lettuce, our lettuce, for dinner. And maybe I'm gonna harvest some spinach as well. We had spinach in the past. It was a success. Having a protein that's higher in fat than what we usually eat during the week, I decided to cut our steaks in half. It's a win-win, a lighter dinner tonight and lunch already sorted for tomorrow. Sleep well last night, and I could feel it during my morning run. Along with the tiredness came a realization. It's time to take my marathon training more seriously. I'm all about a gentle approach to running, and that strategy works perfectly fine up to the half marathon mark. If your goal is just to reach 21K, my advice is simple. Don't overthink it. Just keep running and slowly increase your mileage, and you'll get there. But for a full marathon, the training gets tougher. And it also demands some real lifestyle sacrifices. And I think it's time to start planning for them. Still, mornings like this, tired or not, always feel worth it for the view alone. But you know what never fails? My protein bars. It feels good to have a few reliable things in life. I make them every week, and I know I can count on them to help me hit my protein target. We usually have them after dinner as a little dessert. A simple habit that makes staying on track so much easier. So let's talk about my marathon training. If you are not new here, you know that I've been training for my first marathon in a few months, actually in 3 months. I'm gonna run my first marathon here in Toronto, the Waterfront Marathon. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know that I have a more relaxing approach to running. Actually, I posted a video about my half marathon mark. In that video, I explained how I do it, because running for me is more like a hobby. I like to face it like a hobby because I tend to, how can I say, it's my personality. I tend to create rules for myself. I tend to create bars that I have to achieve, and they are usually high. And with running, I am surprisingly easygoing. I just like to put my shoe on and run. And that was always my approach to running. I've been running for almost 20 years now, and I ran my first marathon nearly 15 years ago. And since then, I just run here and there. And I always say that for the half marathon, this approach is a good one if you're not looking for high performance, if you're not looking for a specific time. If you just wanna finish a half marathon, that approach is good. Actually, I'm finishing to write my guide on this gentle approach to half marathon. I think it will be ready by the time I publish this video, so I'll leave the link here if you are interested. As I said, it's a gentle approach that you can just follow if you just wanna have fun running your first half marathon without many sacrifices. But the thing is, after the half marathon mark, now that I have 3 months to train for my marathon, for my full marathon, now things get serious. Although the base will be the gentle approach, let's face it, I have to be honest with you, with me. I cannot run a marathon, a full marathon, without sacrifices. And these sacrifices, they don't include only running more, running longer distance, but it includes a lot of lifestyle changes that I will have to do. And I was telling you all of this just to say that now it's when the things really get started for me. So I'll take a couple of hours to plan my marathon, to plan my plan, to make my plan, to plan my training for the next 3 months. And I'm kind of scared because if you know me, you know that I run twice a week, and now I have to start to run 3 times a week because that's the bare minimum for a marathon. Again, I'm not going for high performance. I'm not going for a specific time. I just want to finish the marathon. So if you have the same goal as me, probably would be a good idea to come along with me for the next vlogs, for the next videos, because it's gonna be a journey. And if you're interested to run your first half marathon, or you wanna start running but in a more gentle way, in a way that's more pleasant than sacrifice, I totally recommend my guide. I'll leave the link here on the description box. But now it's time to work on my planning. Tonight's dinner is brown rice with shrimp. After last night, I figured I should go with the healthiest protein option I had in the freezer, shrimp. And I added some eggs too, just for an extra boost of protein to round out the meal. So as I finished the editing that I was doing earlier, I decided to come for a walk because the weather is almost perfect. I like blue skies, but to be honest, it's better that it's overcast today. It's better than, than the last few days. It's bearable, and I decided to come for a walk because since I started using the Aura Ring, it started to warn me that I need to move more on days that I do strength training instead of going for my marathon training. Because I go for my strength training, of course I lift super heavy, but usually my day after my workout session is a sedentary one. I work a lot from the computer. Yeah, I do things around the house, of course, but now that I have data to see it, I should walk more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to, at least during summer, because it's beautiful. It's not, let's be honest, I'm not here just out of obligation, but because it's pleasant today. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that more, at least during summer.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. Think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh,
I think homemade tomato sauce is one of the easiest, most beginner-friendly ways to start replacing processed foods at home. All it takes is simmering the tomatoes with a bit of salt and pepper until they start to break down. Then blending them. I don't bother removing the seeds or skins, which keeps the process quick and simple. Once the sauce has cooled, I add a few herbs for extra flavor. I like to keep it simple so I can use it as a base for other recipes. But you can always get creative with the seasoning and make it your own. After wrapping up work, I still had some time to relax on the balcony. And since my husband works from home on Wednesdays, it made the afternoon feel even more special. For dinner, I made sweet potatoes as a way to carb load for tomorrow's run. They are perfect for that. With a low glycemic index, they release energy slowly and steadily. Plus, they are packed with fiber. Of course, the star of the plate is always the protein. Along with the beef, I added some mushrooms at the end to bring everything together. I woke up this Thursday to a rain alert. I actually love running in the rain, but I have to be careful when it's heavy, mostly to keep my earbuds and meta glasses safe. Still, I laced it up and decided to head out anyway. The mornings are already getting darker. That quiet, unwelcome sign that summer won't last forever. But the run itself was just what I needed. Thursdays are my easy days, and 12K felt perfect. Steady, refreshing, and exactly the kind of start I want before the day gets away from me. Today is not gonna be one of those days when I spend a lot of time outside because the weather it's not so bad. It's not raining, but it's not sunny. Actually, it's a little chilly. Oh my god, I just realized it. Oh, I have two. I just realized that I have two hibiscus flowers. Oh, they need a better place, better this way, right? Look how beautiful. Actually, it rained last night, so I think I'm not gonna water the plants. They are quite wet already. Let's see how it goes. Well, everything has a silver line, right? The silver line of a rainy day is that I don't have to worry about watering the plants. And even though it's not raining right now, how can I call it? Our balcony bed, our outside bed is completely wet. It's soak wet. And if there is no sun, I don't think it's gonna get dried until the end of the day when I could enjoy the balcony here. I like to come here by the end of the afternoon. Yeah, let's see what happens. So I'll have to work inside today. No balcony for me. But anyways, I am kind of excited because I have an exciting work to do, which is obviously not tidy my office. You can see it's a mess right now. I know it's summer. During summer, I try to spend as much time as I can outside. I don't even remember the last time I seated on this chair because I don't use my office that much. Actually, I have plans for this fall to not redecorate, but I don't know, do some upgrades on my office because I want to change a few things for fall. It's when I start to work more inside from here than outside, then you know, it would be nice. But anyways, enough with sidetrack. I have to work on an exciting project because finally I convinced my husband to produce a podcast, to co-produce a podcast with me. He's an AI expert and he's brilliant. That's my opinion about my husband. Actually, he has a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience in this field. He works with AI since before people talking about. He's been working with this for nearly 20 years now, so he has a lot to talk. Actually, he teaches AI and machine learning and other things that I pretend I know about. So for a long time, I've been trying to convince him to create a podcast with me. It would be the two of us talking about interesting topics related to AI. We would exchange ideas and opinions and impressions because I'm a journalist, so I would bring a journalist perspective, like a more curious perspective. I am very curious because I'm a journalist and I'm always asking him a lot of things related to AI, and I think it would be interesting from my point of view as not only a journalist but as a normal person who actually has to still understand what's AI and what does that mean for my life, for society. That's the idea behind the podcast. It's not only about AI, but it's about conversations about society, the future of society now with AI. So today I have to work on our first episode. I have to do some research. I have to work on the script. Not a script because we are not going to follow a script, but you know, some roadmap. Yeah, roadmap is the word. So we can record. We are planning to record in a couple of days. But yeah, it's a lot of work because I have to research the topics so I know a little more what to ask him. But yeah, I love doing that. Did I say I'm a journalist? I love doing those type of things. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Generated art piece, but it was the
what I want the code to do and let it do it. It might be related to it.
Another weekly task, making my energy balls or protein balls. I'm still undecided on the name. They are packed with protein, but also full of good carbs, which makes them the perfect grab-and-go snack for an extra boost of energy during the day. We eat them daily, so I'm always in the kitchen rolling out another batch to keep the stash stocked. interesting that sometimes we think that we do the same things every day, because we actually do, but we perceive it as a bad thing, and it's not. I think routine anchors my life, anchors my happiness. Not only my productivity, but my happiness, my joy. Yeah, I like this word, anchor. Yeah, it anchors my life. It's easy to fall in the trap of the thought that we should be doing different things every day. But actually, we should think about bringing the same things that brings us joy every day. And it could be as simple as reserving a time to read a book. If you like reading, if you like writing, if you like sewing, if you like playing with your dog, what about having that scheduled every day or at least once a week? You know, everyone has different schedules, but think about that. Let's make of joy a routine action.
For Probe 1, cooking has begun.
I'm gonna make chicken sandwich. I'm gonna use this bread, these leftover breads that I have. I only have two, so I'll have to use this brioche style and another one that I have here, more like a whole wheat sandwich bread that I have. But anyways, it's gonna work, right? And I'm gonna make my homemade mayo. I always say this here, the best way to live a balanced lifestyle, a healthy balanced lifestyle, is by cooking as much as possible. I try to substitute processed food as much as I can, so I make my own mayo. Is a way to indulge myself with a delicious chicken sandwich, but yet it's healthier because I know everything that I'm using. So I just need 1 egg. I'm gonna beat the egg with 1 tablespoon of mustard, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and then I'm gonna slowly add avocado oil to it. I have half cup here, and what I like about the KitchenAid mini chopper is that there is this, I don't know if I can show you, there's this small hole here, so it helps me to slowly add the avocado oil. If I didn't have this, it would be a hard task. To be honest, I would say it could be a little firmer, but I think, yeah, it's good the way it is. And let's taste it. Ooh, it's delicious. Before heading to bed, I prepared my cold brew for tomorrow morning. I am obsessed with this jar. It makes the whole process so easy. The only tricky part is remembering to do it the night before, which I'll admit, I sometimes forget. I'm wearing a hoodie. Oh my God. It's summer, by the way. It's August. Actually, it's August 2nd. It should be the hottest time of the year. But yeah, but it's chilly. So I had to put my hoodie on. Now I'm taking care of the plants because I think I'm gonna be inside. I hope we get some sun by the afternoon so I can be here on the balcony because I finished most of my work for this week, so I was planning to enjoy the balcony, enjoy the sunshine, but I still have hopes. After wrapping up work, I prepped some hibiscus flower to dry so I can make my own tea in the future. I also harvested more stevia to turn into a natural sweetener. I shared the recipe in a vlog a little while ago. It's as simple as drying the leaves and grinding them, but it feels so rewarding to have something homemade on hand. And super healthy. I have to confess something. I'm starting to get scared about my marathon training, about this whole idea of running a marathon, of training for a marathon, because now I feel that things are getting serious and maybe it's normal, but sometimes I listen to those voices in my head, like I doubt that I can do it. Well, I think it was about time, right? Marathon is supposed to be a challenge, and that's what happens when we challenge ourselves to something, right? What I was thinking, maybe I underestimated the whole training sessions, and as I said, this week I had this wake-up call that I should get more serious about it. And the thing is, the preparation is not only physically, it's mentally as well, because you have to be running by yourself for a long time. So besides improving your physical capacity, you have to improve your mental capacity as well. It can be kind of boring. It can be kind of, how can I say, you can wake up in the morning feeling discouraged to face a 3-hour, 4-hour, sometimes 5-hour workout. And now that I'm thinking this more seriously, I have to make more sacrifices. And those sacrifices are not only physical, not only mentally. It's a challenge that requires sacrifices from other areas of your life. It's not only about doing my best during my training. It's about adjusting other areas of my life. For example, I'm gonna have to run 3 times a week, and the long run is gonna be on the weekend, tomorrow, Saturday. I'm planning to run 23 kilometers tomorrow, and that requires some preparation today. For example, I believe from now on, I'll have to pay even more attention on my diet on Fridays, thing that I don't do as much as I do on other weekdays. I think I'm gonna have to skip wine. For example, it's something that my husband and I, we always do on Friday night. We come to the balcony and we have a glass of wine and we eat something that it's not the healthiest sometimes, and I'm gonna have to focus even more on my training, and I'll have to skip the wine for now. And that can be scary, actually. But here's the thing. I don't know what I was thinking, because it's supposed to be a challenge. And I think I underestimated the marathon training. I thought so strong, but I was actually being stupid. And actually this moment of doubt, this moment of uncertainty, if I can do it, and this moment of difficulty is a good thing, because if it would be easy to run a marathon, I wouldn't grow from it. Why I would do it? You know, that's why we accept challenges, to overcome something that will make us stronger. So I have to have that in mind. And I have to understand that it's okay to feel this doubt. It's okay to sometimes think that I can't do it. This week was not a bad week. This week my sleep was not good, so that there's this factor as well. If I'm not completely rested, if I'm not completely well, of course it's even more challenging to run in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna try tomorrow. I'm gonna try to run the 23 kilometers. Oh, and by the way, here's another thing. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to wake up 4:30, 4:40-ish, which is the time I wake up every weekday. But on weekends, I have like a more flexible schedule. Sometimes I stay in the bed for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half more. But I'm planning to wake up the same time tomorrow and run early in the morning. First, because of the temperature, because of the sunlight, and because tomorrow we have an event here in our neighborhood. It's this huge Caribbean festival that happens every year, and it closes the streets. There are a lot of people coming, and it's kind of hard to move around. Usually on those weekends we try to stay at home as much as we can, because even getting the car to go somewhere can be a nightmare. So I'm planning to do it first thing in the morning, so I don't have to do it when there are a lot of people in the park. Sticking to my philosophy of making as much of our food at home as I can, tonight's dinner is burgers, and I'm making my own ketchup. It's as simple as mixing my home-dried stevia into a batch of my homemade tomato sauce. This time I didn't make the patties from scratch, but I had these grass-fed beef burgers from Butcher Box that are absolutely delicious. Of course, I'll finish everything off with a generous spoonful of my homemade mayo on top. I didn't set my alarm properly this morning, so my run started later than I wanted. By the time I got out, around 6, people were already setting up for the festival, getting everything ready for the day ahead. To my surprise, there were more runners out on Saturday than I usually see on weekdays. I actually think that's an advantage. It forces you to start your weekend earlier, which means you can make better use of your free time. And even though running is a physical exercise, it always boosts energy levels and puts you in a better mood to enjoy the rest of the weekend. The beginning of the run was mentally tough, but I kept it going and managed to reach my 23 kilometers goal.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Finishing felt amazing. Exactly the kind of accomplishment I needed to start the weekend on the right note.
Find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
So 23 kilometers, it was tough. I mean, in the beginning was more like a mental challenge because I was thinking, oh my God, I have to run 23 kilometers. And I started scanning my body and I realized that I was feeling great. Actually, physically, I was feeling great when I started. It's just because I have to make my mind get used to run on weekends because it's not a normal thing for me. So it's kind of, I have to rewire my brain to go for a run on weekends. By the end, I was mentally strong, but physically, I was feeling it. But now I'm okay. I planned a stay-at-home Saturday, hence my pajamas. I was thinking about sleeping all day because we have reservations for tonight. So I wanted to recover for tonight. But then I had this idea, actually, when I was coming back, as I said, there is this Caribbean festival going on around here on our neighborhood. And when I was coming back, the vendors were finishing the preparation for today, meaning they were starting to cook. And I was telling my husband, maybe we should go there and get some chicken jerky or I don't know, some Caribbean food. And yeah, so that's what we are going to do. So I'm gonna change from my pajamas. We are going there, grab something to eat. But when we come back, I think I'm gonna finally rest for tonight.
Now I understand why the water is so cheap.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's delicious.
I would be happier if it was less windy than now. It's still windy. Actually, this morning when I started my running, I was kind of cold.
Yeah, I saw that. Good, right? Delicious. Oh no, the bees again.
So we are going to our date night and it's a chaos right now. I don't remember being like this. Like last year, it was not that bad. That's why we made the reservations, because usually by the end of the day, there is nobody anymore here in the neighborhood. I think there's a game happening, a baseball match happening at the same time. So downtown area is a chaos right now. And the restaurant we are going, I mean, our mistake was to make a reservation to a restaurant that is in the west.
I think last time we did that. I
Yeah.
think we booked the east side.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, it's kind of hard right now because we got this car a few weeks ago. If you watched the latest vlog, you know. In the other car, I had like a mount to place the camera. My husband doesn't want me to glue a new one in this car. But anyways, if you watch the vlogs, you know that we love date nights. We love explore new restaurants in the city. Sometimes we go to hip places, sometimes we go to new places, to old places, to traditional places, sometimes we go to Michelin stars, but we also like to find hidden gems, especially out of downtown, because here in Toronto, the advantage of living in Toronto is that there are so many cultures here that you can find really good places, really authentic international cuisine. And a few months ago, we went to this Creole restaurant. It was New Orleans, the name, right? And it was so good. It was far away from downtown. It was not like a famous place. It was not like an Instagram place, and it was amazing. And I think I found another restaurant that it's kind of that vibe. It's a hidden gem, a small place, but it's traditional. It's Spanish, and by the reviews I read, the food is super authentic, but it's not in downtown, and it's not far. But today
It's like less than 20 minutes.
Less than 20 minutes, yeah. And actually, when we go for a run, I think we pass by that address. But anyways, today is gonna take us 48 minutes, and yeah, but lesson learned. We were welcomed with warm bread and silky house-made aioli. Simple yet impossible to resist. A bottle of Spanish wine was opened, and just like that, the feast began. I kicked things off with pulpo a la gallega, tender poached octopus bathed in olive oil and dusted with smoky pimenton. Every bite, a little taste of the sea. Across the table, hubby went for gambas al ajillo, shrimp sizzling in garlic and olive oil, the kind of dish that fills the air with a promise before you even take a bite. Then came the star of the night. I wish I had captured the moment on camera. An entire paella, steaming and golden, brought out like a treasure ready to be shared. We chose the paella valenciana, Spanish saffron rice studded with chorizo, chicken and seafood. Each spoonful richer than the last. I ran 23 kilometers today. I can eat it by myself. No, it's too much.
Another one of this? You like it?
Yeah, thank you. And for dessert, I couldn't resist trying leche frita. The name means fried milk in Spanish. And of course, I got curious about it. But what arrived was far more indulgent than it sounds. Golden and crispy on the outside, soft and custard-like within. It tasted like a pudding that had been kissed by a fried pan, turning simple sweetness into pure magic. Thank you for spending the week with me. But we don't need to say goodbye to each other just yet. You can spend another week with me on the video I left here for you.